Hi, my name is Margaret VanLaan Martin. Welcome to the virtual 2020 West Coast Dowsers Conference. I'm a psychic, medium, teacher, and the owner of Age of Aquarius in Chico, California. Dowsing is one of my go-to tools. I dowse for myself and I dowse for my clients. Did you know that dowsing can release a habit that's no longer serving you? Yes, I use dowsing for habit removal, and so can you. Join me now as I take you through the steps to release a bad habit or a habit that's no longer serving you. When you release a habit that is taking up space in your body, you can then fill that space with joy, abundance, health, pleasurable ways to spend your time. All of that in place of that old bad habit. Habits are ingrained in us. They are taking up space in our bodies. I am sure that habits served us at one time, but they no longer do. In this workshop, I will be presenting a way to dowse to remove habits from your body and then replace those old bad habits with healthy habits that you would prefer to have inside your body. And even more great news, did you know that summertime is the best and easiest time to remove habits? So choose the most significant bad habit you want to remove. You want to remove right now. Please go gather your pendulum and or a bobber. You will also need a big piece of blank paper. Copy paper would work just fine. Plus, you need another piece of paper so that you can have a list of good habits. While you're at it, grab a pen, a large marker if you have one, and while you go gather your dowsing tools, papers, and pens, I'm going to share with you more about dowsing. Dowsing is simply the ability to connect to your highest state of guidance, to ask questions, to get answers. From a simplistic perspective, it is the ability to access information available through the right side of our brain. In the Western world, most people operate almost exclusively through the left side of their brain. By expanding our abilities to utilize a greater portion of our brain, whole new possibilities are now available in our lives. Dowsing is a tool to instantly connect with our subconscious, our higher self, and our own personal inner knowing. Dowsing is a search, looking for information or an answer. With dowsing, we have tools to empower our lives. The key to a successful dowsing session to stop a bad habit is to be clear in your mind about your intent, your why. Therefore, the reason to release that habit. Dowsing is a process you can use to rid yourself of any of your bad habits. You can stop biting your nails, stop drinking alcohol, and stop eating specific foods like French fries or ice cream. You can also stop bad habits like procrastination, being late, and other various obsessions and addictions. You can even quit smoking. Are you ready? Let's get started. What you want to do is have your pendulum and the ability to ask by swinging your pendulum for ready to question. As you are swinging your pendulum with ready to question, is now a good time to douse, to release a habit from my body? Boy, I'm getting a great big yes. I hope you are too. This establishes your body's ability to do the work. If the answer is no, do some clearing exercises. If after you do the clearing exercises you still get a no, then wait for another time when your body is ready to say yes. And here are some clearing exercises. Drink a glass of water or eat protein. If you need more time to clear and align your energy field, step away. Go for a walk, take a nap, or do something else to clear your mind, like meditation. Right now, of course, I hope you stay with me and get the steps for dowsing for habit control, and then you are going to be able to do it again later if your body said no. If your body said yes, if you have permission to release a habit, now is the time to make the decision about the one habit you're going to release in this session. It's easier on your body to release one habit at a time. Your spirit is all excited. Your spirit is like, oh yeah, let's get these bad habits out of here. I want to have more fun. And your body is like, no, I use these habits to deal with different situations in life. I'm going to get sick. I will choose something to make you uncomfortable if you take too many of my habits away. So that's why I want you to choose one habit only. Please be kind to your body and release one habit at a time, and give your body time to get used to the new you before you release another habit. In order for dowsing to be the most effective for getting rid of bad habits, you must be truly clear and specific about the bad habit that you want to quit. Be clear about how that bad habit has affected you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And you must be clear about why you want to stop your bad habit, followed by what energy you intend to put in its place. As an example, you would not want to say, I want to remove sugar from my life. Rather, it would be better to say, I want to remove ice cream from my life. And only if you really do want to remove ice cream from your life. Being specific is important because there's going to be space left in your body that used to want ice cream. You will need to choose something else that you really like that you will replace it with. Unless you're a fiend for broccoli, even with dowsing, you will not get as good a result unless you choose a replacement you're crazy about. So choose something you like that's realistic. Perhaps fat-free yogurt, or something you can envision yourself easily enjoying. On a large piece of paper, in big print, fill up the entire paper. Write the habit you will be releasing. Do this now. On a separate piece of paper, make a list of what you will be replacing the habit with. Choose some items that are immediate gratification. Choose some items that you must plan and make time for. Choose lots of items that you love to do daily. The time and energy you used to put into the habit can now be used to do what you love. Even better news, you can add to the good habit list at any time. The more healthy habits you have to choose from, the more enjoyable your life becomes. It's now time to release your habit. In a comfortable chair, sit with the bobber in your dominant hand. Have the bobber pointed at the piece of paper that is on the floor, the one that you wrote that big habit on. Keep your arm off your body to make sure energy can leave your body and be transferred to that piece of paper. Allow the bobber to transfer the habit from your body to the piece of paper. Visualize this happening now. If your arm gets tired, take a break. Place the bobber across your lap and shake the energy from your arm onto the paper. Repeat using the bobber, transferring the habit to the paper, and arm shaking until you have all of the habit out of your body and on that piece of paper on the floor. If you are using a pendulum in place of a bobber, have your pendulum go in a counterclockwise movement to release the habit from your body and transfer it to the piece of paper on the floor. Please keep on releasing the habit onto the paper while I share my Dowsing for Habit Control story. I was first introduced to dowsing for habit removal at a Gold Country Dowsers meeting. In the meeting, the speaker asked for a member of the audience to volunteer for the demonstration. The volunteer decided what habit she wanted removed. And being psychic, I could watch the habit leave her body during the dowsing process. I knew then this was something I wanted to offer my clients. I have found dowsing to be extremely successful process for the clients that I have worked with and have successfully released habits for myself. The first time I did dowsing for habit removal for myself, I removed caffeine. The second time, procrastination. The third time, I released being 10 minutes late to appointments. The outcome is I am never 10 minutes or any minutes late anymore. The procrastination issue no longer causes stress and anxiety. Before dowsing helped me release the procrastination habit, I put off everything until it was drop dead down to the wire. Now I easily make time in my day to work on the projects before a deadline. I stopped caffeine completely. And then about 4 years later, while traveling in Portugal, I decided to have coffee because of the type of coffee and how it's served. It's heated with half and half, and it's a memory from my childhood. I chose to start that habit again, even when my body warned me by getting shaky and dizzy from the caffeine. Oh, but it tasted so good. In later dowsing sessions, I chose to remove French fries, ice cream, and donuts. After the sessions, I had no craving for those foods and actually became ill when eating them. Later, I traveled to Africa, and at almost every meal, we were served fried potatoes, which are French fries. Interestingly, when I came back to the States, I had absolutely no desire for French fries, and I did not get ill in Africa when I chose to eat them. And now I choose not to eat them again, and I did not have to re-douse it out. You always have a choice. You can restart a habit, like I did with caffeine. You can eat French fries because it was the only food available, and you don't have to start French fries again when you come back. Dowsing is a great tool. It's phenomenally successful, and you are in complete control of the outcome. Okay, by now you have released your old habit. Please lay down your bobber or pendulum and shake the last bit of habit out of your body and onto that paper on the floor. Next, using your pendulum in a clockwise pattern or your bobber pointed at your body, you're going to be reading the list that you made to replace the habit. You will be doing this out loud as the pendulum or bobber puts the new habit from the list into your body. Please keep on reading your list out loud. You want to read it in its entirety at least 3 times. So to give you a little time to do that, it's going to be 3 minutes to replace the old habit with those new wonderful things that you can't wait to do. I'm going to play a musical interlude. If you weren't doing the habit removal practice, then now would be a good time to use the bathroom. Welcome back. By now, you've installed your new habits. And the easy way to maintain these new habits is to repeat the process of reading the list out loud while using your pendulum or bobber daily for at least 21 days. More than 21 days is okay. Also, remember to do something daily or more often of one of the fun things on your list. Keep adding new healthy habits to your list. And finally, what you want to do is to use tongs to pick up the paper with the habits off the floor. Do not touch the paper. You don't want it to get back into your body. So find tongs or find something that's going to work like tongs. And then, if possible, safely burn the paper saying, "That was then, this is now." Allowing that old habit to be released to the universe. But I don't want you to leave right now, so please stay here and dispose of the paper immediately after the session is over. If you are unable to burn the list, get it outside of your home and in the garbage, all while not physically touching the paper. Now I will share more about why dowsing works so well to release habits. When you were young, you assimilated the life around you. The behavior patterns you observed helped you to fit into your family and society. But the family may not have been the best. Society has changed, and the patterns may have been misinformed anyway. Negative situations occur in life which you may think you have overcome and forgiven, but perhaps you have not. When a similar situation comes up, you're angry, and it will reappear suddenly, and you won't even know why. Did you know we also hang on to behaviors we were taught as children? Perhaps your mother gave you a treat when she wanted you to do something for her that you didn't like to do. Or she gave you candy to be quiet around the house, or to calm you down when you were hurt or upset. When you're older, you give yourself treats for the same reason. And because you handle the money and the goodies, you may overdo the treats and become very overweight. And you won't realize that it was your childhood that trained you to do these things. Another way to use dowsing to interact with your subconscious is when you want to make a major change in your life. If you are calling on willpower to lose 20 pounds, to quit smoking, or to tackle a big project, check to make sure your subconscious agrees. If your subconscious does not want the change to happen, most likely it will not happen. That's worth repeating. You will not be successful in reaching your goals unless your subconscious is open to the idea. Anytime you call upon willpower to make some sort of change, you are using your logical, rational, conscious mind to set it in motion. You will spend a lot of time thinking about your goal, perhaps drawing up a detailed plan that you could put into action. You tell yourself, "I can do this. I will put these steps into action and I will succeed." But there are many times that is not enough. It is not lack of willpower. It's a tug of war between the conscious and the subconscious mind. Understanding what is going on inside the subconscious mind is a good place to start dowsing. Because the process of dowsing helps to remove obstacles, both to the goals we want to achieve and to the intuition we want flowing in our lives. The clearer we are, the more accurate our dowsing will be. That journey starts by knowing thyself. Everyone can join me now, and you're going to focus on your breath. We're going to do a meditation in bringing a gold sun of energy, joy, abundance, and doing pleasurable things into your life. Just allow that golden sun to form above your head. You're going to just use your imagination, and you're going to allow that gold sun to be filled with what would bring pleasure to you, how you would like to spend your life, how the habits that you want to have, the way you want to live. And when that golden sun is filled with all of that, just allow that gold sun to open, knowing that its contents are molten honey, perfect temperature. And you just open up the golden sun and pour the contents of that golden sun inside your head, your neck, your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, your lower arms, your wrists, your hands, and your fingertips. You're going to fill up your neck and your throat and your shoulders, your chest and your upper back, your tummy and your middle back, your abdomen and your lower back. You're going to fill up your buttocks, your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your shins, your ankles, your heels, the tops and bottoms of your feet, and into those toes. All of that new way of learning, all of those new healthy habits have joined your body right now, this very instant. Take a minute and just breathe. And you're going to wiggle and stretch as I give you a little bit more information. I have a habit removal do-it-yourself kit available for purchase on my website. It includes the habit removal guided meditation and the golden sun meditation, both on the included thumb drive. Also included is a written instruction sheet with the steps for dowsing to release bad habits and replace them with things we love to do. That's all included in the do-it-yourself kit. So do you need more help habit removing? I offer in-person and remote habit clearing sessions. Book your one-on-one online or phone session with me, Margaret VanLaan Martin, directly on my website, www.ageofaquariuschico.com, or call me 530-520-1900. A dowsing session includes a private meditation to determine the habit to release from your body, a one-on-one discussion to determine what you choose to replace your bad habit with, a healing of your body's blocked energy, removal of the bad habit through dowsing, using positive affirmations and dowsing to restore new healthy habits to your body. This service is $200 for a 1.5 hour session. That's 90 minutes. I take Venmo, debit, and credit cards. They're all ones that I can process. When you visit my website, be sure to subscribe to my newsletter too. I'd love to stay in touch. If you want to learn more about the resources I'm grateful for, please take note of these websites. West Coast Dowsers, www.dowserswestcoast.org. Gold Country Dowsers are part of Northern California Dowsers, www.norcaldowsers.com. They're also available by email, divininghope@yahoo.com. Another go-to for me is A Letter to Robin, a mini course in pendulum dowsing by Walt Woods of the American Society of Dowsers. It's available in several languages online at www.lettertorobin.org. Another great website, American Society of Dowsers. They have email, asd@dowsers.org, or visit their website, www.dowsers.org. And I want to especially say a thank you to Susan for including me in this extraordinary virtual event. Unbelievable how fabulous it is and how much work Susan has put into it. Thank you all for joining me in this Dowsing to Remove Habits, Bad Habits session. I wish you a wonderful time learning more at this virtual 2020 West Coast Dowsers Conference. Bye for now.